In this video, I want to show you how to identify liquidity voids as taught in the ICT concept. Let's start by defining what exactly is the term liquidity void. Liquidity void is simply an imbalance in price delivery. What you see right here, a sudden movement by price from this level to this area is called a liquidity void, and they are identified by the kind of candlesticks they print, like the ones you can see here, very huge candlesticks. And then it just suddenly left this area after picking liquidity around this level. Let me show you that. If you take your horizontal line to this area, you're actually going to see that we picked liquidity below this level, and then from here price suddenly left that area. So what happens in such kind of situation is that every time this happens, price will balance such kind of movement. That is why it is called a buy side imbalance and sell side inefficiency. If you see price lift this level suddenly with such kind of a very visible and identifiable candlesticks, you can call it a liquidity void. And price actually came back to balance this, because this is a buy side imbalance and sell side inefficiency, and then price suddenly balances it automatically. If you check your charts, you're going to see this time and time again. Look at another one right here, a sudden push from this level to this area. Can you see? It just came and picked liquidity, and most of the time such kind of thing happens is because price is trying to get liquidity. If you take your horizontal line to this area, you can see that liquidity was actually grabbed below this area. Where can we find liquidity on a chart? We can find it above all highs or all lows, or relatively equal highs and lows. If you go through your chart, you are going to see this time and time again. This is a liquidity void, sudden impulse swing to the downside, and then price balances it. Look at it. This movement is also a liquidity void, and price picked liquidity below this area. So it's a fight for liquidity. Everything that happens in the market is basically a fight for liquidity. I can show you liquidity void time and time again. Look at this, a sudden impulse swing to the upside. Can you see it just push after picking liquidity below this level, just push up, and then price balances it. This is time and time again. You see, this is a liquidity void. There is a balance on it, and every time price is balancing it, you can actually see that it picks liquidity right above. The liquidity is simply the stop losses of traders that is in the market. People that are selling from here, their stop losses is above here, and that is simply liquidity. Most of the time I call it money instead of liquidity. So this is simply the definition of liquidity void. This is it. Can you see? Buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, and then there is a balance. Most of the times you see this happening is this because price is trying to get enough liquidity as it can. Look at this, liquidity void, balance. So with this kind of information alone, you are going to do a lot to the market. Look at this liquidity void. If you reduce this, you are definitely going to see that price balance this. Can you see? After some time, price actually balances this level, and from here you can see that it is a fight for liquidity below this level. It picked liquidity below this area. So this is basically how to identify liquidity voids, guys. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to get more and more of such kind of information from me. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.